For opening face-off here on a wonderful Saturday afternoon here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Still being fought for. Kicked out into space. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Possession goes to Chapel. There's no quit in that young man. Game in and game out, constantly puts his body on the line. And the Tar Heels back with possession once more. Brady Wambach control check, just floats into the middle of the field, finds the opening. And a great effort from Levy to keep his head up and facilitate some offense for the Tar Heels. Streaking down the alley. And a lot of action here for the goalkeeper in Kennedy. Here's Barton. Has a pole goal on this season. And with that short-on-short look, goes offside stick on Gian Ficcaro, and they're back within 2. A huge goal for Hofstra. You see him signal with his hands. Let's go. Let's pick it up. We're on our home turf. This is a huge momentum shifting goal. So they'll call another illegal proceeding into this season, whether or not there would be a large amount of midfield production from this Tar Heels squad. Whether or not there would be scoring outside of Duffy and Petramala. Wambach tries to goose it to Hoffman. Duffy runs into some traffic. And the ground. Reedy, one of those veteran guys on this incredibly young team, as he'll continue to stay out there. A lot of person as Long Island meets North Carolina in a matchup that hits close to home. Made waves at the Ivy level. Along with his fellow Ivy Leaguer in Andrew O'Barry. Wambach gooses it to Salucci. And the Tar Heels. Ground ball picked up by Hofstra. Delaney, who picked up the initial ground ball. Bradley uses some wheels, is unable to stay in bounds. Wambach flips it back to himself. Uses his third network extra after an incredible first quarter from this Tar Heels squad. The starters trot back out. Wambach wins that one cleanly. Gonna try to leg it out. Wambach still out there on the X. Hoffman picks it up. The secondary Fogo. And you gotta love a Fogo that's able to stay on offense as he wins this one forward. Hoffman picks it up. The speedster loses it, but backed up by hadn't scored since the middle half of that first quarter, but find the back of the net with under 5 here in this second frame. Wambach wins it again, and he's been dominating the faceoff X as they can't get that one. Ground ball scooped up by Delaney. Puts up a prayer in the middle of the field, kick-starting that transition. .207 left to go here in this first half. Ground ball still being fought for. Bounced back and forth. Hoffman picks it up, has an opening, and he scores. Another freshman getting in on the action. Here for the Tar Heels, Hoffman, who's been taking a lot of wings here in the later goings of this season and making a huge impact with his speed, stays with the play the entire time and puts it in the back of the net. 15-3, the Tar Heels lead. They've been dominant at home. It's been a large part of their games this season. So whistle blown. Lax IQ, understands the game very well, and someone who could be described as a lax rat, along with Drew Bogardus, who both guys have really bought into the culture that Coach Tierney has built. Back here on ACC Network Extra, after what was an incredible first half for this UNC squad. Their 10 goals in that first quarter was the most in any quarter, and finds Hofstra's 5th goal here in Chapel Hill. 3:44 left to go in this third quarter of action. And it's been a pretty dominant day here at the Faceoff X for Wambach. Wambach has an opening down the middle of the field and can't get a shot off. As this coaching staff will finally give Brady Wambach a rest. As Hannigan wins it backwards. Ground ball picked up by Drew Scott in traffic. Loses it, gooses it in front of him, and just can't find it. Knocked down by Matt, leaving opportunities out on the field for everyone else to eat. As Hannigan wins that one forward. Can't find Duffy off the errant pass. Gets a goal here in today's contest. UNC still leads by 10. Have been able to build a large cushion for themselves. Their win on Friday night against Penn, where they claimed victory here in Chapel Hill, 16-8. Whistle is blown for a push as the Tar Heels get the ball. And some of their rankings and This UNC team is one of the most efficient offenses in the entire country. To go along with Harvard and Princeton up there as well within the very